Hey, this is an independent review for a.applications.com, and today we're taking a look at CSR Classics. This is a classic racing game where you get to race very popular cars, from luxury cars to sports cars, lots of crazy brand names out there, and really high-def experience. So you can see here, this is CSR Classics. You have compatibility with Game Center. You can choose to sign in with that if you want. You can also give it access to your Twitter account. You can see when you log in for the first time when you launch the app. That's all up to you because it does have a lot of social integration back into it. So you can see here, once you're welcomed in, it's all about quests and getting to the top of the league. So you're trying to get to the top of the food chain here. So when you start off, you first start off by choosing your car here. So we're going to choose your car. You get to customize it, and over time, you get to choose different cars here. But right off the bat, it's going to start you here, and this is your racing thing. So basically, you want to step on the gas pedal, rev it up, and have your wheel spin start here, and your objective is to change gear at the right time. So you can see here, you want to tap here to shift up a gear in a crucial maximum power. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and get ready to tap here. So you can see we shifted up, and then we shift again, and then we wait for it, and shift again. And again, there's downshifting and upshifting, but your objective is to upshift at the perfect time. That way you get ahead of your opponent. Now, that said, there's a lot of different cars and parts you're going to go ahead and purchase throughout the game. Your objective is to basically race opponents like here. So you can see my first race here. You want to start at a good moment here, so you want to try and get it where it's green, and you can see here, you don't want to shift early, because if you shift early, then you're going to fall behind. It's all about timing and gaining the top speed. You can see right now I pretty much dusted the opponent here, and my shifting was pretty much perfectly on time. And you can see at the very top, it represents your race time along with how far ahead you are against an opponent. Now, after you beat every race, you get to upgrade your car. You get to restore classic cars. You get to buy new or brand new, like luxurious cars from Mercedes to all these very famous brands out there. So it's all about customization. It's all about classics. It's all about automobiles and going fast and throwing new stuff on it. So there's a lot of downloading to this. So that's the first thing I want to get into. There's a whole bunch of add-ons and customizations that barely scratch the surface when you first kind of join the game. It tells you a lot of that stuff, but there's so much packed into the game here. So with that, let's talk about the pros and cons of the game. First off, pros, as you can tell, it has really high-res graphics, really great, reflections, everything. Everything just looks really great on the Retina display, especially. That said, you also have tons of add-ons and abilities to add on to your car. As you can see here, there's lots of other cars, and there's a great selection. So that's another great thing about it. Tons and tons of customization and selections when it comes to cars. And of course, like I said, last but not least, it has a lot of support for leaderboards and competitive edge. So it takes that one step further and allows you to kind of compete against friends, see their high scores, all of that. Now, the cons, it's not your average racing game, to be honest. It's more just about clicking the buttons. It's not really about driving around or steering and all of that. It's more about just kind of clicking and shifting and all of that. So it's a little bit of a different racing game. Two, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's like a lot of in-app purchasing. There's a lot of stuff downloading, so it can take up a lot of space on the phone. And not only that, it's just a really kind of cluttered interface, in my opinion. And last but not least, like I said, it's about classics. It's about new cars. It may not really be for everybody. If you're a real car enthusiast, they don't have everything per se. There's a lot of other games out there in the market that offer a little bit more selection and are more racing style, not so much shifting style and just kind of tapping buttons at the right time. So there's definitely better alternatives out there. But nonetheless, this is free. You can start out free. There's a lot of in-app purchase methods that you can get to add on stuff and get better items. But this is CSR Classics, and you can find it in the App Store today.